Welcome to Gaia Tarot. This is for the sign of Sagittarius. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with you. If that is the case, please check your placements. Your messages can be there. Thank you for coming back to the channel. Thank you for being here. I hope everybody's having a blessed Sunday. Let's clean the energy here and wherever you are. Alright. Sagittarius. What is going on around Sagittarius? Show me the energies around Sagittarius. Show them the guidance for their higher self. What should they be aware of? Sagittarius. What are the energies around Sagittarius? Show me the images, the story, the archetypes. One more time. Nice. This card just flew out, so I'm gonna do it once again. Great. Now it's done. Alright, very nice reading, Sagittarius. So, right now, it looks like you are in a happy mode. You have the Ten of Cups in your present moment. This is indicating that you are full of abundance, happiness, joy. You have everything, material and spiritual abundance. So the Ten of Cups might also be indicating the closing of a cycle related with emotions and love. But we'll see. It looks like the problem or challenge is for you to wait. The Seven of Pentacles is the card that indicates here in the reading that maybe you are a little bit impatient, because this is the card of saying you're working hard towards something and waiting to pick up the fruits of your labor, but it's coming across as a problem for you. It's either a problem for you to keep waiting, or it's some sort of challenge to work so hard towards something that in the future you're still not going to be clear about, and you may need to balance the importance of things in your life. So this card coming across in your problem or challenge might be indicating in the reading the advice of just keep waiting, keep working hard. In the past you were good. It seems to me that according to this card in the reading, in the near past you were enjoying all the abundance that a single person can have. You see, just look at the image. She's so abundant, so generous, nurturing. She's the Nine of Pentacles. So you were enjoying all of those blessings. and you didn't need anyone. You were just like on your own. You're thinking of some truth or some new idea. Maybe you're thinking of revealing some truth to someone or something. Because this is in your conscious. In your conscious you have the Ace of Swords, indicating that you are thinking of speaking the truth and proving something. You're subconsciously in the same mode because you have the King of Swords. So you're very confident subconsciously. You're confident, you're determined, and you have a proper language. You know you have that communication you need to speak this. So you might want to be coming towards someone or going towards a goal, because you have the Chariot here in the card that is showing the energy that you're bringing to all of this situation. The abundance, the working towards something, the need to balance priorities, and you are very determined. This is the card of determination, and again, subconsciously King of Swords and the Chariot in your energy. That's great. I remember in your last reading you had the Chariot too. I think it was here in this position or here, but I remember seeing the Chariot in Sagittarius reading. So right now you have the perfect alignment. You have just found that perfect, you could say, straight line to go to your goal. A Chariot is a card that indicates that you just took the decision very suddenly. This is a very fast card, and the tarot is the most violent and most, swift. So you're going straight to your goal. The problem here might be, as I said, the reading is advising you to be mindful about how to balance your responsibilities. Be mindful about achieving that equilibrium, about the important things in life, the need to balance. And it makes sense because this is a very fast decision that you took, and you're going toward that. You're good because you finally control those two opposing forces. If you look at the card, there's two opposing forces trying to take this person in opposite direction, but you have finally taken very firm those reins, and you're going straight to your goal. You're very determined, even though it looks like in the long term, the concluding card, there's gonna be some sort of disappointment. Someone or something will break your heart. Maybe just be mindful about, you feel confident that you have the control, but make sure that you're prioritizing what needs to be prioritized first. You might be putting a lot of effort and thinking and dedicating time into things that might not be that important. This card is totally announcing that in the reading, the necessity to balance and just find that golden mean between the things that you must do. This is a card about time management, balancing your money, your time, your energy, your health, everything, just life in general. So I can tell that the problem is maybe too much work. Look, but this is not saying stop working, no. It's just saying that you might be a little bit impatient toward whatever, based on this impatience, maybe that's why you just decided to go towards that, and you're so confident. It's just a card of confidence, victory and success. You're feeling like you're gonna triumph and have the success, but the reading might be indicating no, because the Three of Swords is concluding, but we'll get there now. Let's go slow here. So there's some sort of story here about you that you're happy and you're fulfilled because you worked hard, but probably the waiting for that, you could say, that balance that you you want to achieve. You want to achieve some sort of balance, maybe in your mind, because you're mentally thinking about probably coming forward and revealing some truth. As I said, the Ace of Swords, it's a kind of a new beginning. You might be working relentlessly towards some new beginning, because this is saying that you're working hard and mindful. But it's problematic that you're not having the patience. So the Ace of Swords is indicating in the reading that there's some sort of clarity in your head, right? The Ace of Swords, it's a card that speaks of not only you having new ideas, but there's some sort of clarity about the way you want to communicate things, because subconsciously you have a card of communication. So this might be saying that you're right now, you just had an aha moment. You know what that means, an aha moment, and you're confident about that thing that you just realized, and you just got in your car and you're on your way to achieve that. The Chariot. It's a card of success and a card of success. So you're feeling victorious, maybe because of all of these. You know, you've had achievements, you had, you could say, so many blessings that came towards you. The health, the family, the friends, the career, everything is just working perfectly, and you're feeling fulfilled. But maybe there was a little patience problem there, and you just realized some sort of truth. You came to some sort of clarity, you had some sort of consciousness. So you see, you have the card of consciousness in your conscious. It's like a double aha moment, you know. So you just came to a moment of clarity, maybe about this thing that you cannot, you know, wait any longer, and you just took that step. You have the Hierophant in the energy that is affecting you. This might be either a person that you're dealing with, or some situation will affect you in this manner. The Hierophant speaks of tradition, customs. It's just the card of the, you know, the law, but not the law as in legal, you know, the law as in morality and tradition and classical ways of thinking, you know. This is probably saying in the reading that you're going to learn a lesson. There's some sort of lesson coming towards you. And it might be a lesson about being impatient and balancing your priorities. You know, when you look at the necessities of life, one of the top ones is have patience and good temper, because patience gives you beauty. If you talk to artists, you know, people that take years to create a masterpiece, it needs so much patience to see that final result. So maybe you were lacking that patience, and you just, you know, you went ahead with that decision, and there might be some sort of lesson coming toward you, some sort of enlightenment. This might be also some sort of education or training. Something is going to give you some sort of education, or someone. This is not a love reading at all. I don't see, you know, any energies about love and affection. So, because this card usually represents marriage. If there will be a lot of cups here, I would say, oh, somebody wants to marry you, because it's here. So you might be dealing probably with your supervisor or your boss or someone in authority. Is affecting, you know, probably how you want to reach this goal, how you want to reach this thing that you can no longer wait to get it. This might be reminding you also to look to the patterns around you and strive to understand your own internal compass. You see? I just said that you got in the car and you're just going straight to that thing, but this might be reminding you, you know, Look at the things around you. Look at how they have developed, all of these priorities and things that you are currently trying to achieve. And try to understand your internal compass. That means where is really your direction. There's a lot of wisdom in this card. This card might be indicating that you might need to sit down and look at the books, examine the books. You might get some sort of enlightenment. There's wisdom in these teachings. This card might be a reminder in the reading for you to, as I said, have the virtue of patience, have that balance necessary in life to achieve things, and also, trust the wisdom in those teaching of the ancient and the mystics. The voice of your own heart is the voice that matters the most. So it's also a card of asking you to have some sort of awakening. Be awake, be enlightened. It's either that or that you're going to be, as I said, with the lesson that you're going to learn. You're hoping that you can stand on your feet. You're hoping to be resilient. This is the card of hopes and fears in the Celtic cross. So right here is saying that either you are terrified of not being able to continue anymore and you're thinking of giving up, or you're hoping that you don't give up and you just, stand on your feet until the final push. The 9 of Wands. You're hoping to be resilient. You're hoping to keep your strength to deal with this situation, and you're not gonna let anyone or anything, not only stop you, but make you quit. This is the card of saying that you are so firm on your feet that you're not gonna quit. And it's a nice card to see in your hopes, because I don't see it here as a fear. I might see it as a hope, since you have that 2 of Pentacles. You need to balance all the aspects that are affecting you right now, and you need to bring that awareness of equilibrium into this decision that you just made. Stay resilient. So the concluding card in the reading is the 3 of Swords. So there's going to be some sort of painful separation or some sort of loss. That's why the reading, is so clear that it's indicating that there's a problem of patience here, and waiting has become impossible for you to wait. And because of that disbalance, that maybe you don't achieve that, and you're going straight, like a straight arrow to that thing, it might be not a good idea, because there might be some sort of heartbreak in the next few months. This is also a card of healing. Maybe you're going to come across that enlightenment that is saying here that there's some sort of a awakening coming toward you, and you might heal, because this is the card of healing. There's also a card that is inviting you to have the opportunity to heal. Open your heart again. Maybe you're going to lose something, or a relationship or something, but that doesn't mean this is the end. You're hoping to stand on your feet, and even if you don't achieve that, there might be some sort of lesson that you will learn from this, and it might not all be bad. Even though most people think the 3 of Swords it's a bad outcome. Not necessarily it's a bad outcome. You just have to light up your heart again. You just have to, from this loss of relationship, or this sort of belief that it was disintegrated, because it's saying that you're going to have some sort of awakening, or you're having it right now, and you're going to be very logical and clear thinking about it. That logic and that determination will bring you to, suffer some sort of, you could say, a really sad situation. So it might be saying in the reading that because you not because you feel so determined and you have that truth in your head that you think you can prove, you will achieve that goal. Because the problem is that maybe you should have waited a little bit longer. You see, the problem is the waiting, and you're hoping that you can wait. So the reading might be indicating that for you, Sagittarius, that there might be some shadow times, some sort of dark moments in the next few months. But this might be an opportunity for you to become stronger, more resilient. You see, this makes sense. As I said, this is the card of you're gonna suffer some loss, but that's gonna make you stronger. You've heard that saying, "What doesn't kill you make you stronger." It's a very old quote by Nietzsche. So this might make you not only stronger but more resilient, and give you time to heal. And you might find inspiration soon, because it's a card of the threes are usually cards of creativity, but in this case, because of the swords and all that thinking in your head and that sort of abrupt decision that you took, you will learn a lesson, and it might be breaking your heart. But maybe from the shadows you will come to light. That's what the reading might be saying, Jalu. So keep that advice in your head. Try to balance. Try to find that equilibrium. Don't be close-minded, probably, to tradition, customs. Classical ways of thinking. Don't be closed up toward that, even though you're determined and you know where you're going. Or maybe open your eyes to that sort of awakening or a spiritual lesson that is coming towards you. Because the Three of Swords is indicating that you might use that pain. You will use that pain to heal and probably, open your heart again. So, very nice reading, Sagittarius. I'm sorry about the sort of negative energy that we see, but not all the good can always be on one side. So, thank you for coming to the channel, guys. Share with other Sagittarius. I'll see you back soon. Thank you, guys.